Regina del Bosque on deck.
Alvarenga coming to the plate with 2 down, trying to get something started for the Lady Hawks here in the top of the first. Alvarenga leads the team with a 373 batting average, so with 2 down, if anybody can get a hit, it should be her. Extend the inning to hand it off to Regina del Bosque, who's on deck for the Lady Hawks. There it is, a hit by pitch. That's going to put on Alvarenga.
Hits back. Alvarenga takes first base. Now batting number 20, Regina del Bosque. Number 8, Delca Garza on deck. Run on first, 2 out.
That ball up and in on Alvarenga. She takes it on her left shoulder, walks off to first, appears to be okay. Number 20, Regina del Bosque up to bat with 2 down. Lady Hawks trying to get something started early here in the top of the first.
Ball 1. 1-0 the count in Del Bosque. Del Bosque, the junior catcher, has had a hot bat the last couple of games. So we're hoping for a base hit to move the runners over. Soft fly ball to second base.
Lady Hawks send 4 to the plate in the top of the first. Left 1 on, no hits, no errors for the Lady Mustangs, headed to the bottom of the first.
On the mound for the Lady Hawks, number 10, Kaylee Alvarenga. Her battery mate, number 20, Regina del Bosque. At first, number 13, Abigail Benavides. Second base, number 3, Janelle Esquivel. Third base, number 12, Jaylene Ramirez. Shortstop, number 2, Naira Gonzalez. Right field, number 8, Delca Garza. Center field, number 7, Ariza Garcia. And in right field, number 1, Alisa Esquivel. Leading off for the Lady Mustangs, number 22, Carol Rodriguez. And number 15, Kaylee Zorula. On deck.
There's no flex or anything?
No.
No, it's number 10.
That's it. I never hit it.
Once again, fans, thanks for joining us. Tell everybody, tell your friends back home. This is the ZCISD YouTube channel. We will have the game live. We'll try to help you out with more of the details that are happening on the field as much as we can, since sometimes some of the viewing might be a little bit hard to see in some of the parts of the field. We'll go ahead and help you guys out. This is the bottom of the first. You have the Lady Hawks taking the field for the first time since the Lady Mustangs are the designated home team. Alvarenga comes off after a hit by pitch, looks to shake it off, and we'll be getting in the circle to start the Lady Hawks off. Number 22, second baseman, Carol Rodriguez is leading off for the Lady Mustangs.
Carol Rodriguez.
Start of the game has us with 2 pretty rowdy crowds, just as expected for a regional final game of this caliber.
Strike 1.
Rodriguez is taking all the way. Alvarenga takes advantage of that and starts off the count 0-1.
Foul ball.
0-2 on the batter.
And just over the first base side into foul territory, maybe missed it by about 2 feet. So Alvarenga, regardless, still ahead in the count 0-2.
Alvarenga is a junior, along with junior catcher Regina del Bosque. Ball 1.
Rodriguez puts the brakes on the changeup. 1-2 on the count. This is a pretty hot day. It's registering 97 right now. Small breezes in and out, but pretty much still hot for a 7 o'clock game.
The umpire gives it a hard look, but calls it a ball, evens up the count at 2-2. A nice pitch by Alvarenga.
Number 15, Bailey Marua.
That ball does get through the left side of the infield. Rodriguez will reach safely on that C&I single. Bringing up number 15, Kaylee Murua.
Strike one. 0-1 the count on Murua.
Wind starting to pick up a little bit here. It is blowing left to right in favor of a left-hand hitter. Got a righty at the plate right now. Rodriguez running all the way on the pitch. Will reach second safely. Throw over the second baseman, center fielder in time to back it up. Runner will stay at second.
Count evens up 1-1.
A 1-1 count right now at the plate.
Foul ball on the bunt.
Foul ball. 1-2 on the batter. On deck number 7, Bethany Aceves.
Lady Mustang showing they want to sacrifice that runner. Little late show on the bunt might have caused the foul ball up in the air, but Alvarenga ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner remains at second.
Murua fouls it off. Count remains 1-2.
Del Bosque recovers pretty good, and she looks like she has that helmet back on, ready to get on for another pitch. Alvarenga ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody down here in the bottom of the first. Second batter of the inning. That ball is hit into the left center field gap. After one hop, left fielder recovers it, brings it back in, but not in time for the Lady Mustangs' first run of the ball game on that RBI double by Murua.
Nobody out. Second, number 7, Bethany Aceves.
That brings up number 7, Bethany Aceves, shortstop for the Mustangs. Runner on second.
Foul ball and an attempted bunt.
Once again, the Lady Mustangs playing for runs here early. First pitch of the at-bat, turning around to sacrifice and move that runner over with nobody down. Willing to give up an out to move the runner. Alvarenga gets ahead in the count, 0-1.
Strike 2. Nice pitch by Alvarenga. Same pitch he pitched earlier that was called the ball.
On deck number 9, Kylie Ward.
Alvarenga hit the batter 0-2. Here comes the payoff. Nice pitch once again. Looked like Alvarenga's trying to catch that outside corner. Didn't get the call. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on the batter. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Alvarenga picks it up. Throws to Benavides. Round number 1.
That runner will get to third on the fielder's choice. Nice play by Alvarenga, having to come off the circle and get it. Didn't get that close strike 3 call again on a 2-strike at bat. We'll see how that zone opens up throughout the game. This is bringing up number 9, Kylie Ward, who's in the circle. Pitcher versus pitcher battle right here.
Strike 1. Once again, Alvarenga. Alvarenga's gotten ahead of the count with each batter she's faced tonight. 0-1 the count on Ward. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
To get ahead of Ward, she might have been looking for another pitch.
Way ahead of the batter.
A little bit behind that pitch. So once again, Alvarenga ahead in the count. She's been ahead of the first 4 batters that the Lady Mustangs have sent to the plate.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count on Ward.
No, another 2-strike count for the Lady Mustangs.
Foul ball.
Count remains 1-2.
It's very early in the game. Bottom of the first, 1 down. The Lady Mustangs have just taken a 1-0 lead and have a runner at third right now. 1-2 the count at the plate. Alvarenga delivers the pitch.
Ward pops up the changeup. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. We got a battle here with both pitchers. Alvarenga pitching, Ward, the pitcher for the Lady Mustangs, at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on the batter.
Once again, wind's picking up over here. Sun is starting to set. Another very close 2-strike pitch that Alvarenga does not get the call she's looking for, and that's going to even up the count 2-2.
Strike 3. Ward is caught looking for out number 2.
Took 4 batters, but Alvarenga got the strike 3 call she was looking for. 3 consecutive 2-strike at bats. Did not get that called strike 3. It might have helped out some of those at bats, but regardless, she gets the number 4 hitter with a strikeout and brings 2 down and the runner at third.
Ball 1. 1-0 the count on Alame. Alame is a right fielder batting 5th tonight. Ball 2.
On deck, number 3, Laguna Walker.
2-0 the count. Lady Hawks trying to get out of this top of the first with a small deficit of 1-0. Could cut it short.
Foul ball. Brings the count. 2 balls, 1 strike to count on the batter. Right fielder, Avery Adame.
Alvarenga climbing back into the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Once again, the Lady Hawks trying to strand that runner at third to keep that 1-0 lead intact and get back on the bats. Another close miss in this bottom of the first. That might be the telltale sign of the strike zone to go. Alvarenga might need to work a little bit harder to get those strikes in there and not get those favorable pitcher calls at this time. That's a base on balls with 2 down. That's going to put runners at the corners for the Lady Mustangs. Bringing up number 3, Laguna Walker, who's the third baseman for the Lady Mustangs. First and third situation with 2 down.
That's the first walk issued by Alvarenga tonight. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Inside pitch was called the ball. Those of you just joining us, this is the bottom of the first. 2 down, runners at the corners.
Ball down in the turf, and a runner will advance to second. That puts 2 runners in scoring position for the Lady Mustangs, and Walker has a chance to extend the Lady Mustang lead here. Now ahead in the count, 1-0. Missed up and outside, so that is a 2-0 count at the plate. Walker ahead in the count for the Lady Mustangs.
2 2 balls, no strikes to count on the batter.
Foul ball. Alvarenga gets back into the count. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Opposed 2-1. On deck number 21, Matty Agnew.
A little time in the circle, trying to regain some energy to finish off this bottom of the first. That's a long foul ball over to the left side, out of play. Count evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down and 2 on for the Lady Mustangs. Bottom of the first, Lady Mustangs clinging to a 1-0 lead, trying to get a ball back in play here. There have been a variety of foul balls hidden by the Lady Mustangs. Umpire has already run out of balls in the bottom of the first. Even count here for Alvarenga. Trying to put the Lady Hawks back into the dugout to get back on the bats in the top of the second.
Here we go, the payoff pitch, 2-2. Just a bit high.
That's that high and outside call. Not really going to get it today as far as in the first inning, so that's pretty consistent. Brings it to full count. Runners will be moving on the pitch with 2 down. Lady Hawks trying to get out of this bottom of the first. And Walker will draw the base on balls. Throw down to third.
The runner on third fell asleep, jogging it home and almost caught by Del Bosque.
2 outs.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. At the plate, number 21, catcher, Matty Agnew.
It's a good play by Del Bosque. Runner was a little late getting back to the bag after the base on balls, and Del Bosque fires to third immediately, just short of getting that runner on third and getting out of the inning. Bases loaded. Big number 21 coming to the plate, Agnew.
Ball 1.
On deck number 4, Kiki Smith.
She does the catching for the Lady Mustangs, trying to extend their 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first.
Here we go. Strike 1. Evens up the count at 1-1.
How's that high and outside pitch with the taller Agnew at the plate? Alvarenga gets the call this time, and now we'll get an even count, 1-1.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Agnew. Huge at bat here with bases loaded in the bottom of the first. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on the batter. Foul ball out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Alvarenga ahead on the count, keeping these hitters off balance with that fastball changeup mix. See what we can do with 1 ball and 2 strikes and 2 down. Bases loaded here. Lady Mustangs leading 1-0.
Swing and a miss. Agnew goes down swinging for out number 3.
Big strikeout with bases loaded for the Lady Hawks. They strand 3 runners. Headed to the top of the second. Just down 1-0 after stranding the bases loaded for the Lady Mustangs. Alvarenga with 2 strikeouts in the inning after the Lady Mustangs send 7 to the plate. 6 to the plate. Lady Mustangs send 6 to the plate.
Seven, 8, 9.
I didn't get that one.
Those of you joining us back in Zapata, if you're together at a restaurant, if you're together in a family gathering at home, enjoy this game. The Lady Hawks are in uncharted waters. First time in the history since 1998 when the softball started in Zapata. The Lady Hawks are in the regional finals, 2 games away from the state tournament.
Looks like the Mustangs are going to take a little time while their catcher was the last one to hit, so she's going to have some time to put on her equipment, get back behind the plate so Ward can warm up and get ready. But as mentioned by the original voice of the Hawks, this is the Class 4A Division II Texas Playoffs Regional 4 Final. Zapata Lady Hawks are the 4th place team from the District 31 4A, while Ingleside is the runner-up in District 34A. Ingleside does come in with a heavy good record of 27-10, and the Lady Hawks have won 18 games by their own right. They're very, very similar teams, as since both of them were established, this is their 17th playoff appearance. Both teams, both programs sporting 17 playoffs appearance in the Texas State playoffs. Currently, the Lady Hawks have been to the playoffs 4 times in a row, and the Lady Mustangs 5 times in a row. So, you know, pretty top-notch programs here in Regional 4 final, and wouldn't want anything better. Playing surfaces are pretty familiar for both programs, as they both play in home turf stadiums, and this is what they're getting treated with here in San Diego Sports Complex. And here we go, getting ready to get started in the top of the second. Number 8, Bielka Garza, left fielder for the Zapata Lady Hawks, leading us off.
Ball 1. 1-0 the count on Garza. Garza is a sophomore left fielder for the Lady Hawks. He has had a few home runs in the season. Ball 2.
Good patience by Garza. Good patience by Garza, coming off a substantially long inning for the Lady Mustangs. Ward trying to get back in the groove here in the top of the second. Garza waiting patiently for her strike.
Ball 3.
After going down 1-0, there's not a much better start that you can bounce back the next inning with, starting off in the count 3-0, already ahead of the count.
Strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike to count on Garza. Trying to get the leadoff person on base. Start the top of the second. Garza pops it up.
The ball appears to get in on her a little bit, in on her hands, and pitcher camps under it, stays in the circle, out number 1. With 1 down, bringing up number 2, shortstop Niera Gonzalez. Trying to get something started here for the Lady Hawks in the top of the second. Gonzalez, one of the few seniors on the team for the Lady Hawks.
Ball 1. 1-0 the count on Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to get something started here in the top of the second. Ball 2. 2-0 the count on Gonzalez.
Second batter in a row, starts ahead of the count, 2-0. Lady Hawks showing some patience here at the plate, waiting for their strike.
Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike to count on Gonzalez.
Ball was a little up and in around the letters, and Gonzalez decides to let it go, gets a called strike, so 2-1 the count.
Ball 3.
Ward appears to be working that inside part of the plate. If she gets a strike, it's an inside call. If she gets a hit, she gets it in on their hands, and if she misses, she's missing inside as well.
Ball 4. Gonzalez draws a walk.
That puts her on at first for the Lady Hawks with 1 down here. And another senior coming to the plate, second baseman number 3, Janelle Esquivel. Lady Hawks trying to get something here in the top of the second.
Esquivel gets a nice base hit. Gonzalez advances to third on the base hit by Esquivel.
That base hit just lands right inside the line of right field, perfectly placed. Runner goes from first to third. That puts runners at the corners for the Lady Hawks. They're much better start over here in the top of the second with 1 down as they're bouncing back from the Lady Mustangs scoring 1 run in the bottom of the first. Lady Hawks with a good answer back here.
Esquivel went with the pitch, hit it right over the first baseman down the right field line. At the plate, center fielder junior Arisa Garcia. Garcia gets a shot to center field. Gonzalez tags up, and we tie up the game 1-1 An RBI for Ari Garcia.
Lady Hawks do a great job of answering back and tying up the ball game immediately after going down 1-0. First pitch swinging, Garcia sends that ball to center field deep enough for the sacrifice fly. Runner will remain at first. Bottom of the lineup doing some damage for the Lady Hawks here early in the game, setting the tone for the 3-game series.
Foul ball at the plate. Sophomore first baseman Abby Benavides with a runner on first and 2 down.
Ward continues to try to come inside on the Lady Hawks. That ball was fouled off around the hands. Let's see what number 13 can do for us over here.
Ball 1 evens up the count at 1-1.
On deck, the top of the lineup, number 12, J.D.
Benavides trying to reach with 2 outs and extend the inning to the top of the lineup for the Lady Hawks.
Foul ball.
1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Benavides. With a runner on first. Esquivel still at first.
Runners at first and second with 2 down on the top of the lineup.
Benavides can get a hold of a pitch here. Once again, Benavides is being jammed. Pitched inside every time. Fighting off the pitches. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Benavides.
Already a great job by Benavides as the number 9 hitter taking this pitcher, extending the pitches early in the game. This is a 3-game series. We need as many at bats and as many pitches as we can see.
On the pass ball, Esquivel rounds second. The changeup was in the dirt, bounced off over the catcher. So with 2 outs, runner on second, we have a 2-2 count on Benavides.
Great heads-up play by Esquivel. That ball was in the turf all the way. She read it all the way. Advanced to second.
Once again, Benavides fouls it off. Good at bat for Benavides. He's already seen 6 or 7 pitches in her first at bat.
This is 2 strikes and 2 balls and 2 down with a runner at second. Number 9 batter could extend the inning to the top of the lineup for the Lady Hawks. Another foul ball, and here we go. The battle continues.
Benavides making the pitcher work.
With 2 down, any ball to the outfield, that runner is running. Lady Hawks could take the lead with a base hit anywhere. Esquivel getting some good jumps out there. Trying to put one in play is Benavides.
Benavides is caught looking with a changeup.
That changeup does catch the plate, and that is going to be strike 3. The Lady Hawks will strand 1 runner, but not before the Lady Hawks come and tie the ball game up. 1-1 headed to the bottom of the second. Great response by the Lady Hawks still early in the game, early in the series. Lady Mustangs are going to bring up the bottom of their order. Hanging on a tie ball game, 1-1. Batters 8 and 9 will come to the plate for the Lady Mustangs. Momentum looks to be on the Lady Hawks side as that 1-0 lead did not last more than 1 out, and Lady Hawks come back and respond and tie this game up. The wind is changing a little bit. Now we got maybe blowing straight out to center field. We do have some swirling wind. The heat is calming down a little bit. Sun is setting, still in the upper 90s. We're still very, very early in the game. Bottom of the second. Once again, everybody back home, this is ZCISD YouTube channel. Go ahead and spread the word. The Lady Hawks games will be on here until we get out. ZCISD YouTube channel. be trying to give you all the details that are happening on the field. If it may be a little bit hard to distinguish in the video, we'll be trying to give you all the details that we're seeing here up close and personal behind home plate.
First pitch. Smith pops it up to right field.
Like I said, momentum is on the Hawks side right now.
It gets under spot number 1.
This continues to play in. 1 pitch, 1 out for Alvarenga on the number 8 hitter. Now it's bringing up the number 9 hitter with 1 down and nobody on here in the bottom of the second. Lady Hawks trying to keep momentum.
There A. Davila. Good pitch there by Alvarenga. Didn't get the call. Ball 1. 1-0 the count on Davila. Davila is the first baseman for the Lady Mustangs. Alvarenga goes up on the pitch. Ball 2. 2-0 the count on Davila. On deck is the leadoff hitter, Carol Rodriguez.
Alvarenga trying to get that number 9 hitter out, so we face that leadoff hitter with nobody on and 2 down.
Ball 3. 3-0 the count on Davila.
Davila looks to be in a straight take right here as the Lady Mustangs are trying to get a runner on.
Strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike the count on Davila.
Back in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 down.
Ball just a bit low.
Ball down. That number 9 batter will draw the base on balls, bringing up the leadoff, number 22, Carol Rodriguez. Had a C&I single through the left side, 5-6 hole. Soft bouncer, did get through the infield. But now she's up with 1 on and 1 down here in the bottom of the second.
Lady Hawks hoping to turn a double play in this situation. Strike 1. Alvarenga jumps ahead in the count. Leadoff hitter number 22, Carol Rodriguez, at the plate with a run on first. Ball 1 evens up the count at 1-1.
2 good stops by Del Bosque behind the plate to keep that runner on. Did have a small lead, but does not appear to be going. Gonna let Rodriguez do her job at the plate. But Del Bosque coming up with 2 good stops behind the plate for the Lady Hawks. It's another C&I single for Rodriguez, just out of the reach of the shortstop, Gonzalez. Texas leaguer just gets to the green of the outfield. Good enough for the base hit and to move the runners.
Murua had a double and an RBI last at bat.
This is the second batter in the lineup for the Mustangs. So this is the harder their lineup that it did the damage last inning.
Ball 1. 1-0 the count on the batter.
Runners at first and second for the Lady Mustangs. Rodriguez is at first. She is a threat to steal bases, but with that runner on second, takes that threat away. So Lady Hawks looking for a force out here.
Strike 1. Evens up the count at 1-1. This is the bottom of the second inning. Bottom of the second inning. Runners on first and second. Just a bit outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to count on the batter, KD Murua.
Staying down in the count and trying to get that ground ball to keep the force out intact for the Lady Hawks. Center fielder with it. Back into the infield in time. Runners will advance 1 base. That's going to load up the bases for the Lady Mustangs with 1 down. Bethany Aceves, number 7, who is a shortstop for the Mustangs coming up. This bases loaded, 1 down here.
We have bases loaded, 1 out.
That's fouled off to the right side, out of play. Alvarenga will go ahead in the count. Bases are loaded. Lady Hawks appear to have the infield in. Possibly playing for the run at home. Trying to get that force out. Bring up 2 down with the number 4 hitter coming up for the Lady Mustangs. But currently 1 down, bases loaded. And Aceves, who's the 3-hole hitter for the Lady Mustangs at the plate.
Foul ball. 0-2 the count on the batter. Aceves, shortstop. Aceves had a ground ball to the pitcher last at bat.
Hey, what's your corner? Just a little bit. Don't.
Early in the game, Del Bosque has already taken 2 to the helmet, so she's walking it off and shaking it off. Appears to be okay. But still early in the game and battling and staying there behind the plate, doing her job. And being as tough as all the catches come. So here we go. Alvarenga ahead in the count. 0-2 with 1 down. Strikeout will be big here for the Lady Hawks. That's a foul ball. That's a foul ball. It's a good hit, but it was about 3 feet foul. So that does not count. And the runners will go back to their bases. And Alvarenga still stays ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes with 1 down.
Alvarenga's way ahead. Way ahead in the count with 0-2. Shortstop Aceves at the plate.
And that's going to drop in for a single. And 1 run will score. Center fielder up into the infield. Runners remain. That is a Blue Texas Leaguer that lands fair. 1 run comes across, and the Lady Mustangs take the lead.
For number 9, Kylie Ward, 1 out.
Ward coming to the plate for the Lady Mustangs with 1 down.
It was a changeup, and the batter Aceves kept her hands back and was able to just get enough of it to get it up the middle for a base hit.
It's not over. Let's go.
At the plate is number 9 pitcher, Kaylee Ward. Ward was struck out looking her last at bat. Foul ball. 0-1 once again. Alvarenga gets ahead of the count.
Still a 2-1 ball game. Bases loaded, 2-1 ball game. Lady Hawks do got 1 down. They got a force everywhere. Could be facing the number 5 hitter with 2 down. Alvarenga trying to make that happen. The Lady Hawks defense trying to make that happen. Infield will be playing in.
Ball 1 evens up the count at 1-1.
Ward not going for that low pitch. Del Bosque doing a good job keeping in the front. Runners remain at their bases. Lady Hawks infield in, playing for that play at home. That's going to get through the infield again. Right fielder in with it early, but that run will come across. The ball is not hit deep enough for more runs to come in, but the damage is done with another Lady Mustang run coming across as they take a 3-1 lead. Bases remain loaded with 1 down. Got a courtesy runner in at first base, Ruby Eppard, number 8 for the Lady Mustang. She's going to be running for the pitcher, Kylie Ward. Mustangs hanging on to that 3-1 lead as the Lady Hawk faithful comes alive here on this side, trying to egg them on. Right fielder under it for out number 2. Number 15 will tag up and make it to home in time. The throw is close, but not in time, and another run comes in on the sacrifice fly. Runners will advance to second and third, and now with 2 down, Leno Walker